Let's see what we can learn from this awesome singles point between Carlos Alcaraz and Mackenzie McDonald. So it starts off with Alcaraz hitting a great body serve, and you can see the ball coming right at Mackenzie. He's going to change the grip to a volley grip, and he just chips the ball back. And he hits it pretty deep, right? I mean, at least it's halfway past the middle of no man's land. You see Alcaraz turn with both hands, absolutely perfect, closed racket face, swinging low to high away from the body. Absolutely amazing. You'll also notice that he's not trying to shove his weight forward into the ball. The pros don't worry about getting their weight forward into a ball in certain situations. In fact, when they're moving backward, they just embrace the fact that they're moving back. And you'll see he just does what's called a reverse foot pivot or a back foot pivot. He's going to pivot on his right foot and swing his left leg around. Now, he does a little hop with his right foot, but still his left leg is in front of him. Now his left leg is behind him. The reason players do that is to make sure that they can turn their hips. Now, Mackenzie hits an average shot cross court, but I certainly would not think that Alcaraz would come in on that ball. He's not really, it's not a short ball, so he's not inside the baseline. He's really not even getting his opponent in trouble. It's just kind of crazy. But maybe that's just because he doesn't, respect Mackenzie. Like, I don't see him coming to the net against Djokovic in this situation. I just absolutely don't. Now, let's look at this from McDonald's position. When your opponent is coming to the net, you have four basic choices. You can try to go for a pass down the line, pass cross court. You can send up a high lob or topspin lob, try to, make it bounce behind them or even hit it super high to force them to screw up an overhead that's coming from a high point. Or you can just hit the ball low to your opponent, and when they come up, they've got to deal with a low, volley or a half volley. And that's what you see Mackenzie do here. Mackenzie is he's kind of doing two things at once. He's hitting the ball cross court, but he's also making the ball land short, figuring that if he doesn't get the pass, at least he is going to give Alcaraz a low volley. You'll notice that because he gave Alcaraz a low volley, he's now running forward immediately. Watch this. Watch Mackenzie. He sees what he did with the ball, and then he's running forward immediately. Now, there are two things that I do not like that Alcaraz did on this low volley, and he ends up missing this volley. Two things. Number one is the technique that he uses. Notice he's volleying this ball basically at the top of his socks. All right, this is a very low ball. Notice where he sets the racket initially. He's setting the racket at shoulder level. That's him setting the racket, and now he's going to chop down. We know he chops down because, it's easy to see, but watch how after he hits the ball, his racket slams against the ground. And that's how you know that you chopped, right? If you hit a low volley and you slam your racket against the ground after contact, you chopped. Way too much backspin, way too difficult to calculate all of that spin and be able to kind of make that shot work. It's too difficult for the pros, and it's really, to be honest, too difficult for us as well. But another thing that really hurt his chances of winning, look where he volleyed this ball. He's moving left, but he's volleying right. There's a very simple rule in singles. When you have a low volley, keep the ball in front of you. And the reason is because if you're running left and you send the ball to the right, your opponent, if they can run it down, they have an easy shot to beat you down the line because you're going to have to backtrack just to get over into position to then bisect their next two shots because you're trying to stand in the middle of their shots. By hitting this ball cross court, he has to hit it so perfectly short that Mackenzie, who's already running up, is not going to be able to get to that ball. And that is way too difficult a shot to calculate. Not even Alcaraz can hit this shot. So when you have a low volley, don't set your racket high and chop down. Immediately place the racket where the ball is going to arrive. In fact, at the end of this video, you'll see on the screen a video that I made a few weeks ago, and it was me talking about this exact thing on a volley. Set the racket at the height of contact, not setting it above and forcing yourself to chop. And then when you get a low volley, it's called HTL, hold the line. Keep the ball in front of you. You'll only have to come back a little bit to then bisect where your opponent can pass you on their next shot, and you won't be forced to have to hit such an amazing drop volley that you end up missing. Now, if you're tired of lugging around your heavy and cumbersome ball machine to the courts to practice, then you've got to check out the Proton Ball Machine by Hydrogen Sports. And right now you can get free shipping in the USA when you take advantage of my coupon code at checkout, and it's 2minute_Proton. The link is in the description, but it'll also be right on the screen at the end of this video. The Proton is fully programmable using its intuitive app, holds up to 100 balls, and weighs less than 20 pounds. To check out the Proton, click the link in the description and remember my coupon code for free shipping, 2minute_Proton. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, maybe you want to find a local league at your level, or you love to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then use my link for PlayYourCourt. And it's playyourcourt.com/2minutetennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. So click right here to check out the Proton Ball Machine, and be sure to use my coupon code for free shipping, and it's 2minute_Proton. You work on your single strategy, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.